Good morning. In the middle of nowhere in Orlando, there's a park, and there's something hiding here. It's a Keystone Hideout travel trailer that we're gonna go see what they're getting into. I've got this customer who's looking at this unit, and it's parked here in 2018. She actually wants to travel with this one day. So let's go see what she's getting herself into. Oh, that was hard. So you can see it's not the same backdrop as this morning. And I just said this morning because now we're at the end of the day.
And we said we were going to recap at lunchtime.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't promise nothing.
You didn't promise?
So we got lucky.
Thank goodness.
So back to our camel. I say camel because that camper didn't run out of water. Oh, yeah, it was hard.
Another wet one, for sure.
Yeah.
Listen, we've got a customer, and she's alone. She's a woman who's buying this RV. She's excited. She wants to move into it. She's going to live in a neighborhood where her friend is, and she's asked us to come inspect this for her. She needs to be safe.
And the poor woman felt so bad. She's talked to us, and well, she wanted to commit, not commit. You know, it's a lot of money, and I understand. It's like, okay, well, I'd like to have a big heart and give everything to everybody, but it's like, okay, well, we got to drive there. We got to do an inspection. We spend the day. We keep a day and a half for that person. That could be you. And then after about 3-4 hours, here's the dreaded call, okay? This is what we found so far.
And it wasn't pretty.
And I'm not supposed to give my opinion.
But the fact the facts were there.
Yeah.
So that wasn't even your opinion. The facts were full-faced right there.
So I know Laura will be able to show, somehow she'll put those videos. I did a couple of videos going on the roof and showing how the roof is going like this. So. This roof is gone. So I got 3 places quickly that I went through, and I'm thinking, oh my, seriously people, I'm sitting up there, she doesn't know, but I'm on top of my ladder, and I'm gonna go down. I'm staying there. I'm baffled. It's supposed to do an inspection.
Typically, he would walk on that roof and get on his knees.
No way.
And look at every nook and cranny, every square inch of the roof.
I didn't even dare walk in that roof.
He couldn't even get on the roof.
And that's me. Throw me in the plane, doing aerobatics, it's fine. I'm not going on that roof because I'm probably going to go through it. It's that bad, so...
You should have become a pilot.
Let's not go there. So... She's scared of flying. So that's why I got to keep my feet on the ground. So, but she's medicated when she flies.
When I fly.
We showed up there, and just by the look, it's a habit. So we drive in the way we drive in. She's trying to find the address. It's in a development. A
small RV park.
Yeah.
Campground. Not a resort. Small RV park.
$370 a month. Your imagination's flying. So, hey, but there's a 2018 there. So cool, we're gonna go inspect that. So, not judging, we're just saying. So we end up there. The way she's trying to find the site number, and I'm driving around, looking around, and then she says, it's that one over there. Right there, there's a tree. There's a phenomenal, beautiful tree. Right over that camp.
Over the top.
So my first thought is, okay, we're driving that little, how did you call that? That little pathway? Whatever.
Pathway. Nook? Cranny?
So, backed up somehow in there, and I knew I'm going to the roof. I mean, I should have been there 10 minutes and just...
And funny thing, I don't typically start with the ceiling. which is
Oh, yeah.
kind of, but the thing was, the slides were in,
I
and
know.
I had to start somewhere.
That was the thing too. The slide was in, and I needed, which I don't do. I never do that. Don't ever ask me this, because that's not my job. But I felt for our customer, thinking, okay, we're here already. We have a major problem. She won't be able to inspect if we don't get that slide out. It's a travel trailer. So, got my tools, went underneath the camper, manually
Because
try to
that
get the
slide was
slide
not
out.
going out.
So I was able to get it out about 6-8 inches. Finally tugged on the slide, and finally it came out. I said, okay, well now we can start an inspection. We'll address that the slide doesn't operate as intended. But
Once the slide was out, I had already started doing my ceiling, but I went above the couch. There's some cabinets in there, and inside I thought the ceiling of the inside of that cabinet, which is in the slide, it didn't look normal. So when I pushed on that and the side, it was soft.
her finger ended up on the other side. I was on the other side of the slide out.
So I was basically waving to him. So, not really, but it was soft. So I took my moisture meter, and sure enough, that thing was screaming at me. It was beeping. So it definitely had water intrusion. So I knew that, and he hadn't even been up on the roof at that point. And I told him, you've got to come in and see this, because I knew it was soft inside a cabinet.
So again, I get the fishbowl look. We need to talk. So, okay, I kind of already knew, just touching it, she showed me, and says, okay, I'm going right out to the slide out, because now I had to tend to the, I had to tend to the underneath, make that happen while she finds this. So, all right, so I went to the slide out, went in the corner, just looking at it. You remember I talked about that tree? There's shade everywhere on there. There's not a speck of sun ever, all day long in there, maybe at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, when the angle of the sun is like this, so there's no dry in there. There's no slide toppers, there's nothing. So, no, I mean, I do this. Hopefully you see it in the video.
Soft like bread dough.
There's no more roof there. And by the way,
Yes.
please subscribe. It don't cost nothing. And then that little bell, you click on it so it notifies, but you gotta click on it so it makes sound. So whenever, if you're interested to have more of our video, you'll be able to know that, oh, something new came up. I can't believe it. 2018. So we feel for the buyer, we feel for the seller. Again, it's one of those, I hate it, I don't like it. It's, you like to please people, you like to make people feel satisfied that they're doing something sound and solid. So, that was another one of
The
them.
buyer, I mean, I feel for her because she's investing money into this RV that she's expecting to live in, expecting to take on the road on trips with her son and grandchildren, hoping to be able to have fun in this RV. But this is going to hit more than I think she would ever have anticipated.
So, we're no chemist, okay? So, I can't pretend, I can't judge, I can't say, listen, this is black mold. We're not allowed to say that. It's residue, it's water, it's...
But when you can feel it in your lungs, when you don't have an issue with your lungs, and that's me, I have no issues with my lungs, but when you can feel it, you know something is not right.
So we're no chemist, and we cannot state if there's mold, or we can't interpret what we're looking at because we are not medically certified or whatever, or pest certified, or so we can only state. But between you and I don't know if you're familiar with Florida, humidity, water, no sun, and you got about 24 hours to come up with a solution. what are you going to call it if it was wet for about 24, 48 hours? You make your own judgment.
And it doesn't dry.
And it will never dry because the TPO of the roof also is the plywood. Here's the TPO. The TPO keeping the water inside underneath. So it's insulated from the TPO, so this plywood can never dry. So from the slide out to the top of the roof. And I talked to the seller, and she's going to call. She has an extended warranty on anywhere with Keystone. That was funny. So we'll see how that turns out. So on that note, we just feel bad for the person who wanted to purchase, because
I feel bad, but at the same time, I am so glad that she had this inspection, because she would have gotten in there and talked about being depressed.
Like you.
She would be incredibly
that nice
depressed.
Camper you looked at and you want to buy because, oh no, I want it. I want to buy it because it's beautiful. Hello, people. Time to wake up here. Hopefully we did a wake-up call. So hopefully she's able to put a couple of videos, pictures.
She was glad. When I talked to her on the phone today,
yeah, she did. I did.
I think I made her feel really good, knowing that she was going to be putting herself into jeopardy. But not only that, she had a money pit. She was going to be putting so much more into this unit, then she might as well go shop for something and spend a little bit more, because that would have been the case. It would have been a lot.
But okay, but here was the purpose too. So be careful not to get caught in this. Again, it's emotion. So here's the lot. You're shopping around. You come from up north, you find a place down in Florida and Texas, wherever, and you say, this is my spot for the winter. And if I buy this camper, I get this lot. That's the problem. That was the purpose. I want that lot, so I'm going to buy the camper. No, that lot is not even yours. You're just going to lease this.
It's just renting.
So you're buying a money pit plus just to end up with a lot? People, think about this. This is, I don't know. That's the danger of being emotionally attached to something that you think looks nice, that's beautiful, and it's like, guys, we buy freaking cars or whatever, and it's like, I want it. My wife don't need to know that the engine's blown out because I want it. So don't do that to your RV. I mean, there's a little bit more than just changing an engine. It's the whole health issue inside, and believe me, when she says you can feel it when you're inside.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So do I. So
I don't have lung issues. I felt it. It was not a good feeling.
Yeah. So hopefully you learned something out of this, and hopefully it's going to sink in. RV inspection. That's the purpose. That's why we do this.
So remember, and do never forget.
It's not about the destination.
It's all about the journey.